Greetings, programs, and welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews, where today, I'm actually going to be taking a look back at the origins of one of my favorite characters. We're going to be looking at the reissue of Generation 1 Soundwave. So, as you can see, Soundwave here is a mini cassette player recorder. Really iconic, design for him. Over here you see he's got his volume wheel, he's got his on-off switch. For being G1, this guy really holds up. He even got like a little clip here. I guess he was from the Microman line in Japan. For anyone who doesn't know, yeah, all our original Transformers were just Japanese figures that Hasbro bought. But, so yeah, he was made, to scale to be like an actual device that you could use, and they did it really well on him. So as you can see, he's got his, all his buttons and stuff. I think on the original, this was actually like a rub symbol, instead of just being a straight sticker. I'm not sure. The one thing I have to say that bugs me about how they handled this guy, the stickers are bad, because half of the stickers were, they came on a sheet, the other half were put on at the factory by a machine, and the machine doesn't do a good job of getting things on straight. And as you can see, like around these ones that have to wrap around the corners are like bubbling out already, so a bit of a bummer there. Overall, though, not too bad. And before we do any kind of transformation and stuff, I'm actually going to pop open his tape deck here, because this guy came with one of his little cassettes. We got a Buzzsaw with him. So, you can see just one of multiple cassettes that Soundwave uses. I do have the rest of them, so we'll look at them a little bit later in the video. But you can just go ahead, drop it down in there, close it up, and there you go. So, to get this guy transformed, first thing you're actually going to do is come back here and open the battery compartment, because he actually stores his weapons like they were batteries, which is a really good touch, actually. So, go ahead, pop those out, close this back up. Then you're going to want to just kind of grab the sides here, pull them out, just keep rotating everything, and turn these forward and kind of pop them back up. This guy being actually part way made of metal feels very weird while you transform him, I'm not going to lie. Then you'll just come back here, pull out his arms. There's these little levers here you'll push down to bring out his hands. And flip out his massive just lump of steel feet, basically. These are just solid metal. They're incredibly heavy. Most of the figure's weight probably is them, actually. Then go ahead and flip up the head, spin it around. And there you have at least the base robot for G1 Soundwave. So, really quick, we'll take this first gun here. It extends out, and then it comes with 3 of these. Focus. Thank you. I think they're supposed to be missiles or something. I'm not sure, but they just go ahead and click in here. Then when you want to take them out, you'll hit this button. I guess the Japanese original, if this was actually spring-loaded and they would fire, but as I understand, no American version ever actually has spring in here, so it was kind of dumb that they gave you 3 of these. It should have just been 1, because you're only ever going to use 1 unless you, pull it out and then throw it at the other figure or something. But no, you just plug it in there and then go ahead and just dab it into his hand. And then the other one will just go into his shoulder and be his classic Gatling gun. And there you have Generation 1 Soundwave. Really cool figure to actually own, finally. As you can see, head especially is quite a bit different than it was in the cartoon, or even what you would expect, a Soundwave head to look like. A lot of stickers on him that actually kind of make sense, but again, they don't want to stay on. I've already had to glue some of them back down and then put clear coat over them, trying to actually salvage them, so I may end up having to go buy like repro labels, because I guess those tend to stick down better. But either way, really cool figure. Arm can rotate all the way around. You can use that transformation joint if you want to, bring his arm back a bit. 90 degrees at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist or anything. His leg can go forward, but you have to pull it back down first to free it up. The knee only bends the wrong way, so he has incredible leg breaking action if you want, but and that piece can be, at least on mine, that part's really tight to get to go back up. And then this one, it's actually the opposite. It almost never comes out. So, put him off to the side here to try to not mess with the camera. And we will take a look at Buzzsaw first. So, transforming Buzzsaw is stupidly simple. Just going to want to come over here, fold these parts out, fold down his legs, then fold the wings out the rest of the way. Get your fingernail right behind the head and kind of pull it forward. It's on a little slider in there. Then bend it up, and there you're technically done. But he does actually come with these little chrome parts. Just so you know, if you bother getting this guy and all the cassettes, you're going to have just a pile of chrome parts. So these will actually just peg into the holes right there where the cassette would, go on the reel. And there you go. You have Buzzsaw. So, again, pretty cool to see this. Stupid shiny, and at least with him, again, they didn't get the stickers on that straight, but none of these are falling off at least. Little painted eyes that you can see there. At least I think that's painted. Could be a sticker. It looks a little metallic. I'm not sure, but either way, pretty good representation, especially for being a G1. There's actually some newer, Buzzsaws and Laserbeaks that aren't, they're basically the same thing even still. They just found a way to make these be part of the figure instead of being a separate piece. So, get that out of the way. And bring in Laserbeak, who is exactly the same, just red, and they put a rub symbol on this one. And he's a Decepticon. Who would have known? My hands are cold and apparently don't want to activate this, but so yeah, same thing here. Just fold these out, fold down the legs, fold the wings out the rest of the way, slide the head forward, angle it how you want, and shove your chrome stuff on his back. And basically, other than this red piece right here that was, kind of the gold here on Buzzsaw, they are identical in every way. They even have like the same stickers on this side, minus the rub symbol on this one. So, yeah, them being completely differenceless, it goes all the way back. And this is like the weirdest disco video ever or something. So, get them out of the way. Next we will bring out Raph and Leo. I'm not even going to bother getting involved in the name war. This one's red, so this is Raphael. This is Leonardo. It's blue. And this one, I'm going to transform this one first, just because this one has, like, messed up feet. They're supposed to kind of lock in while they're in or out. These ones just do that. So, a little annoying, especially with what Hasbro was asking for these guys when they came out. They wanted absolute top dollar for these things. And it's like, couldn't you have done a little bit better quality control then? But, what are you gonna do? They still managed to sucker me into buying them. Rub symbol again, big shock, it's a Decepticon. So, transforming these guys is actually a bit cooler than I expected it to be. So you'll pull down the legs, rotate them forward, pull out the arm, rotate it the right way around, and straighten it out as much as it straightens out. And then as soon as you pull out the other arm, the heads are actually spring-loaded, and they will just pop up. So here you have Leonardo, whose feet just do that. I always have to lean this one forward before I can actually stand him anywhere. And like the other guys, these guys do come with some little chrome bits. These ones you can do two things with. You can either put them on their back, kind of be a jetpack looking thing, or these pieces will go over the arm this way, and they can actually have guns. So that's kind of cool, actually. Because, you don't... I have not heard of too many G1 figures that actually had, multi-purpose weapons. So, really quick, Raphael here, same thing. Fold them down, rotate them the right way. On him, I have to actually... Oh, apparently I rotated him the wrong way. And then I dropped him. On him, the legs do actually, like... You can hear they kind of click when they come out, and they actually stay put, which is nice. And again, just pull out the arms or rotate them around. When the second arm comes out, there's the head. And again, random chrome bits. Because it's G1, so it's gotta have chrome. So, last but not least, we're actually going to get to what has always been my favorite cassette, and I actually... Thank you. I actually really love this version for as old as it is. We're going to look at Ravage. So, yeah, Ravage has always been my favorite of Soundwave's cassettes. I kind of wish that Soundwave figures usually came with a Ravage instead of a Laserbeak or a Buzzsaw. But, rub symbol this time over here. Again, Decepticon. These parts down here that will be the legs are metal. So there is like bits of metal all throughout these guys. For the twins, it's their feet. And there's like some little metal like in their shoulder. Then, obviously the main body of Laserbeak and Buzzsaw is metal. For Ravage, it's his shins. So, transform this guy. You're going to pull this part up first, rotate it around, make his tail, flip up his head, then just unfold the legs and kind of get them positioned however you want. And you're done. So, as you can see, this version is incredibly thin. And if you're careful, he will stand. Like, it can be done. It's just a pain in the butt to do it. So, I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to be able to stand him up. And again, like all the others, he does come with some chrome. These will just kind of peg right back here. Give him sort of hip thrusters, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, again, pretty cool little cassette guy. And for being G1 especially, again, this is really good. So, just kind of lay him back down there. So yeah, overall, this set is really, really neat. You know, I had pretty low expectations when I was getting it because, you know, it's G1. I'm aware that G1's super nostalgic and special to people, and I get that. But when you go back to the figures, you know, for someone like me who didn't start with Transformers at all until Beast Machines, some of these older figures can be just kind of pathetic. This one's actually really, really cool. So, really quick, just get the Sea of Shiny out of here. Size comparison, here he is with the most recent Soundwave from Siege. So you can see he is actually a little bit bigger than a Siege Voyager class, which is kind of cool, actually. But, you know, anyway, that is Generation 1 Soundwave. And, yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. So, if you can find it for a decent price, he's worth picking up. I wouldn't pay full price for him, like I did, because I'm an idiot. But he's worth picking up if he's on sale. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.